So now the next concept that I want to introduce in the productivity second brain is resource. So yeah, in the one of the para framework concept, which is resource here. And yeah, let's introduce you to what resource is by clicking this feature page. So let's just simply dive into what resource is. So the definition is, simply put, it's everything that's digital, that you own. So yeah, it's basically things like that you can save digitally, like links, notes, or articles that you want to read, or saved YouTube videos that you want to collect, so that you can watch it, not watch it, but collect all of the links and categorizing it inside one place. So you can do it here. And yeah, you can also store any more things. You can get creative, like maybe some website pages for portfolios, or some, let's say you're a programmer, you can also save GitHub links, GitHub repo links that you want to get access into really quickly. Yeah, you can save it in resource in second brain. And yeah, so we are currently seeing a simple example of what a resource page will look like, and we are seeing two example of resource item. So let's click one and see what might be inside of it. Yeah, well, this one is uh, it's empty right now, but let's pretend that we have something inside, and this is where you, for example, yeah, this is a note. Then you will have uh, the creativity to add notes inside this about what's the resource is related to, and what are the highlights that you want to store, so that you don't have to remember everything about this particular notes on what to do in Pra. And also you can add a description here, and you will have several details that we are going to go deeper into in a second. And you can also see some more information about the details of these resources. So if the resource had links, then or URLs, more specifically, you can put it here, and you will find it here if you want to access it. And yeah, more properties and related area and so on. And yeah, that's basically what's inside resource item. So you can expect, maybe let's say, for example, you also stored article from internet, then you might find the article content inside it. And yeah, we just simply write into it, but let's introduce you to what are these panes are. So what we are seeing right now, there are two side pane. So the right one is the collection of the items that you will have, and yeah, it's categorized by type, category, and there's also a table sorting, or maybe yeah, sorting all of the resources based on whether it's recently added. So it's a really nice, convenient way to find the new resource that you just added. And there's a favorite resources, which we are going to go in deeper on how to make a resource a favorite one, so that you can show it really quickly inside this particular tab. And for the left one, you have we can say it categorization. So the first categorization that you can use is resource type. So you can label any resource item based on what is it. So it's a note, or an article, or a video link, or even the video itself, because you can embed a video in Notion, or maybe it's a simply web link, or maybe you can get creative into resource type. You can add a new resource type by clicking this new page or this blue button. Let's say, for example, you're a programmer, like we mentioned, you want to save a lot of GitHub resources for repository that you are really interested to learn from or access to. Then you can add a new type. Let's say it's a GitHub repo. And yeah, that's resource type. And another categorization is a really straightforward one, is a category. So this is basically a label saying that this resource item is about what. So this one, let's say the Prague notes thing is about travel, and also there's a summary for personal finance books, is about finance, and you can also get creative. Like for example, let's say you are a student and you are currently learning about web development, then you can add a new category called web development learnings, or you Python, or maybe yeah, marketing if you are a marketing student, or yeah, you can get creative. There's a lot of labels or categories that you can use you can add to your hard content. And yeah, this is where you want to manage all of the types and categories. Let's see the content of the inside of the each of this resource type and category. And yeah, so what you are going to find is a really familiar structure like the one that we just seen, but this one is going to show all of the items and also in this case the category as well. But the highlights is this page, we just click to the resource type node, and everything inside this, it's only about nodes. So you will find all of the items, that is only the nodes. So you see here. And yeah, this is a really simple and convenient way of applying filters in resource in this is second brain concept. And yeah, you can also click on the other types to do the same. So if you click in the article, you will see all of the resource that is article, but in this one we see that it's 0, so there's no article yet in our resource in our second brain, so not a really good example. Sorry. And yeah, maybe you can also find the video here. Oh, so it's empty, and let's click this one, and you will find, yeah, you will find all of the uh, resource that is a video type, and also the category that's related to all of the resource that's only video type. And yeah, let's return back again. You can also do the same with the category. So let's say for example we want to see all of the recipes, and yeah, everything's the same. So you will find the really familiar structure, similar structure with the resource page that we just seen. And yeah, there you go. Nothing really fancy and different, no. And yeah, so yeah, maybe a really good example if we add a new category here. Let's say we did mention we want to add marketing. So every resource item that's related to marketing will be stored here if you add a new one anywhere. Or yeah, resource type also the same. You can add a new one by clicking in this page or this blue button, or you can also use this feature, manage resource type and category. So this will open a new, also similarly structured table where you can add a new type here. For example, yeah, we mentioned that we how about script? So let's say that you are saving some scripts, you finding in some GitHub repository, and then you want to improve your existing Python codes, and then you downloaded a code and you put it into Notion, but so that you can organize your scripts. That's a really good example. And yeah, you can like we mentioned, you can get creative into putting new category and new type. Yeah, for the category you can also make sure, because in the category you can also configure what is the area that's related to this category. So let's say for example marketing is related to let's say class assignment. Yeah, because we are currently marketing student, for example, it's a class assignment. And yeah, now after you configure this, then everything that's related to marketing can also be found in class assignments area item. So this indirectly also categorize all of the resources based on area, and you will find any resources that related to marketing in the class assignments area. So that's also another concept of organization of resources in our second brain. And then yeah, that's for the categorizations. Now let's go into the item itself. In the right pane here, we are currently seeing for favorite type. So we already explored that we can add as many resources as we can. So it's unlimited as long as your Notion did not lagging because the resource is too much, but it's basically unlimited. And let's say that you have resources that you access really frequently, or something that you really want to get access really quickly in the second brain. Then what you can do is, for example, yeah, let's say that, hey, about this creamy garlic honey mustard chicken, I really want to learning and use it frequently while cooking. Then what you can do is click this resource item, which will open it in the sidebar here, and you will find favorite button here. If you check this one, then what will happen is in the favorite tab, let's go back to this one, you will find the resource in the new resource, the new favorite resource in the favorite tab. And yeah, you can also do the same. Let's say, for example, yeah, this one, what to do in Prague. I already finished the list. I already visit Prague, for example. I don't think I need this resource item to be in my favorite anymore. Then what you can do is click and yeah, uncheck the favorite part, and yeah, it's removed. But it's still here. It's still in the resource second brain system. So everything is still in the same place. Just we reorganize what are the resources that we want to access really quickly. And the next step, we actually explored a little bit there, but yeah, we can also see a tab that categorize the resource by the resource type or by the resource category. So you will see a board view here, a really nice and quick one to navigate all of the resources that you have. And this one is for category. Let's say that you have more resources in your system, then you will have it. You will have all of the resources go down by the collection and by the category in this case, and you will have more category to the right pane if you have more items inside it. And recently added, we also a little bit export this part, but yeah, this one sort all of the resources based on the whether it's recently added or not, so you can access the new resource really quickly. And then yeah, let's say that we want to add a new resources. You can add by clicking this new page, or you can click to this blue button. If you click this one, then it will create a new page. Let's say, yeah, new resources. Okay, my typing is messed up here. There you go. And yeah, you can also add a new resource description based on, yeah, what's the situation about this resource. Like for example, for the notes for the Prague to-do listing, you can add, yeah, this is nice suggestion list from Sarah, for example, and you want to compile more to-do list. Okay, typo here. To-do list. Yeah, you can get creative into adding description so that you can give more insights about what this resource is about. And yeah, the new resources we just added, and we, let's say that we leave the resource type blank, for example, it will also shown appropriately in the by type and by category. And yeah, you can edit after you organize everything. So that's you add a new resources. And yeah, that's basically all about resource. The last thing I want to show is review resource report. So if you click this button, then you will see a really simple statistic about all of the resource that you have. So you have the charts by the type, by the category, and also by the date when it was added. So you will see the distribution of and also you see the resource type being shown here as a group for each resource by the date. So what will happen is you will see when you have more resources, you will have a distribution of the resources based on the time that when it's added, and you will also see, okay, for example, in this February 28th, I added 2 notes and 2 videos, and on the other date, you can also see different things. So yeah, that's a really simple resource report. And yeah, basically that's all about resources. You will find, I believe you will find this feature really helpful because, well, we have a lot of digital things in our life, and a really nice configuration about using this second brain resource for resource organization. I believe it will be really helpful for you. So yeah, thank you for watching.